A few kind of bad things have happened pretty recently. I'm sure you guys know that I reset my computer and I lost all my saved progress in Monika After Story. I had a lot of progress that game. I had over 400 affection points, and I also gave her all the gifts, which I had to restart and do all that again, which I haven't gotten to yet. That was kind of bad. I'm sure some of you guys have watched the live stream, but something else happened a few days ago that also is kind of, I don't know, sad. That has to do with resetting my PC, and it also has to do with Doki Doki Witch Club and the content here on the channel. So I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of a story time here for all my longtime viewers who like watching my videos. So pretty much the story goes is I had a bunch of junk on my computer. Like my entire desktop was filled with games and apps, and stuff was getting real slow because I had so much games and applications I didn't use on my computer. So I was like, I'm just gonna reset the thing. So I went through all my games and I backed up all the ones that didn't have cloud saved, all that stuff, and I reset my PC. I never really thought much about my YouTube videos or my editing thumbnails and like all those pictures and stuff for YouTube. So I just wiped all that stuff on that drive and I never really thought much of it. And here's where the kind of bad part comes in. So I have the DDLC soundtrack. I got it from GameStop from the DDLC PS4 physical disc edition, and it came with the soundtrack code. And I of course used the code, and I got the soundtrack off the website since I had the code, and I used that DDLC soundtrack in almost every video I had. I like the DDLC soundtrack, definitely a great video game soundtrack, and it was also useful for editing. My videos don't sound super quiet and awkward like this one right now. I'm probably not going to put any soundtrack in this video because I want it to sound kind of awkward and silent because it got deleted. My DDLC soundtrack that I technically paid $30 for got deleted, and there's no way I could get it back unless if I do some advanced recovery options, which I don't know how to do that. It sounds very confusing since it's a lot more than just going MS recovery and recover that drive. So I think it's long gone. I could always buy another one, but I really don't feel like buying a $30 disc just for the DDLC soundtrack. I know someone's going to refer to the option of going on some YouTube MP3 website, which you're not supposed to do. Yeah, it's kind of tough, but luckily I did come up with an alternative. You may have noticed I've been using some new soundtracks in some of my later videos, new songs that are not from Doki Doki Witch Club and don't have anything to do with that game. I'll tell you the story. I bought this game and bought some DLC or deluxe pack. I don't really know what it was, but it was like $1 more, so I bought it. And it came with a whole bunch of stuff. It came with these wallpapers. It came with an art book, a digital art book, not a real one. So it was a digital Steam game. And it also came with a soundtrack, this big soundtrack with probably like 30 songs. So then I started using that because I lost my DDLC soundtrack, the official soundtrack. It's gone, so I started using this other one, and it's been working pretty well. I didn't get any copyright strikes. I didn't get sued for using a soundtrack from a video game. So I'd say it's all going well. I guess in the end, not all went bad. It was a pretty neutral ending. I got a different soundtrack I can use, so you guys don't have to hear the Doki Doki Literature Club main theme every single video, because I imagine that's got to get pretty old eventually. The official Doki Doki Literature Club soundtrack will be missed, but there's nothing I can do about it anymore. I kind of wanted to talk about this because I thought it was a cool video idea, and just if you guys were curious on why all of the soundtracks are different now, why the music I'm playing in the background is different. I know I could go and look up copyright-free music on YouTube or on some royalty-free website, but I don't really feel like doing that. I like using soundtracks that I know, the good ones, the little video game soundtracks that we all know and love. I especially thought, of course, using one from Doki Doki Literature Club, which is what this game is basically about, instead of using some random one. I thought that would make a little more sense. I know most people who made it to the end are probably long-time viewers, so I'd like to thank you for making it to the end of the video, and hope you enjoyed this story time, and let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. And if you want to see more, I'm pretty sure I have a playlist. You can check in the playlist tab, but